Shalom. Before I begin this video, first and foremost, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rachak Kodash, and double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. They continually rule very well to this very day. That's continually feeding the flock through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai. And also Shalom to the whole elect that's also continually planning his work, giving diligence to make your calling and election sure in faith, truth, and sincerity, and also in all charity. Shalom. Now, this is going to be an impromptu video. It's just something that's been on my spirit for a little bit of time. And the title of this video is going to be entitled The Unseen War, or the War Not Seen, in which that is going into pretty much the war that is not physical, but is mental, it's spiritual, because this world that we live in, man, is corrupted, is full of darkness, and there are things that are not seen by the naked eye that happen all around us that we're not able to see with the naked eye, but we know through the spirit that things go on around us, because the Lord spoke concerning that, saying that the Lord has entrusted or assigned his angels to encamp about us. All right. So you got the angels that are around us. All right. That's leading us to where we're supposed to go. All right. And also you have angels that are assigned to pretty much protect you during these times, man. Wherever we may be going to work, may have some things that we have to do with our business, but these things are set up in the spirit, and it's a constant battle. It's a constant war. And then on top of that, you got demons that mess with you. You got demons that are constantly putting things in your mind, making you think wayward thoughts, making you think about wickedness, and you think to yourself, man, why would I think about that? Well, that's a demon, man. All right, that's a demon that's make you think like that, And also as well, you got to remember we're still in this flesh. So in this flesh, man, you don't have any power over these different spirits that are around us. All right, that's why we constantly call on Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai to watch over us and protect us from these things that we don't see. Because in this flesh, you really can't do anything in this flesh, man. All right, but Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai has to be the one to give us authority and power over the things unseen, man. All right. But I want to go ahead and grab this first precept, and before I get that, I want to grab one as well. Grab another one. This is 2 Corinthians, the 10th chapter, and the 4th verse. It says, "For the weapons of our warfare are not carnal, but mighty through the Most High to the pulling down of strongholds." All right, so the weapons of our warfare, right, the things that we do are not according to carnality. It's not according to the things of the flesh. When we go out in the highways and byways and speak, that's not a fleshly, carnal thing. Us going out in the highways and byways, we're literally breaking down strongholds by doing that. All right, because the Lord, Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai, says, when 2 or 3 are gathered together in his name, there he is in the midst. I'm gonna grab that. All right. And it's like it bear me as well, because I'm in transit right now. All right, it's the book of Matthew, the 18th chapter, And I'm going to start at the 20th verse. Actually, Slacky. I'm going to start at verse 18. Slacky. It's Matthew's 18th chapter and 18th verse. It says, Verily I say unto you, whatsoever ye shall bind on earth shall be bound in heaven. Right, and that's why when we operate in the spirit, certain things happen. When we speak about things concerning the future in future tense, things are about to happen, and guess what? They happen. All right, you might have certain individuals that are complete demons, and you cut them with the scriptures, and then you tell them, hey, if they don't accept it, then guess what? They're going to be destroyed. And guess what? When they come up against the man of the Lord, guess what? And eventually, in time, they end up being destroyed. They might get into an accident or end up in a hospital. And this thing is real, man. All right, so it said, whatsoever will bind on earth shall be bound in heaven. Because the Lord honors that, man. He honors his servants' requests. Because the Lord wants to hear that, man. He wants to hear the requests of his servants. All right, let me turn this up a little bit. It says, and whatsoever you shall loose on earth shall be loosed in heaven. Verse 19, it says, again I say unto you that if two of you shall agree on earth as touching anything that they shall ask, it shall be done for them of my Father which is in heaven. Verse 20 says, for where 2 or 3 are gathered together in my name, right? When you got the brothers that come together, especially in the camps, right? It says, there am I in the midst of them. And that's why you go into the book of Ecclesiastes, I believe it's the 5th chapter, if I'm not mistaken. Actually, let me go grab it so I don't butcher it. Right, Ecclesiastes 5th chapter in the 1st verse. This is why this is written. It says, keep thy foot when thou goest to the house of the Most High, and be more ready to hear than to give the sacrifice of fools, for they consider not that they do evil, right? And that's why when 2 or 3 are gathered together in the name of Yahweh Ba'Shem Shai, he's in the midst of them. So really, when you come in the midst of the camps, you're really in the midst, you're in the presence of Yahweh Ba'Shem Shai. All right? Because we're the ambassadors of the Lord, man. So when people come up, they don't understand that, this is an altar. All right? And when you come before the altar, you can't come with being profane. All right, which the word profane comes with a word, I believe it's from profanus, which means outside the temple. All right, so you can't be profane when you come into the midst of Yahweh Ba'Shem Shai, man. All right, you gotta come correct. You gotta come a certain way towards the men of the Lord. All right, because the Lord's dealing with the men of Great Millstone, starting with the Apostle Elders of Great Millstone on down, man. All right. Now, I'm going to go back to 2 Corinthians, the 10th chapter. It says, for the weapons of our warfare are not carnal, but mighty through the Most High to the pulling down of strongholds. All right. And that's right. Okay. Now, there's another precept I wanted to grab real quick. Now, this is Psalms, the 34th chapter. And this is at the 7th verse. It says, the angel of the Lord, Yahweh Ba'Shem Shai, encampeth round about them that fear him and delivereth them. Right, because you got certain situations, and case in point, you got and this happened recently at the camp, right? You had this guy who was basically performing a ritual around the statue of Baphomet. All right, or what really. And this is what Apostle Ramlan touched on before, was that really that's the goat of Mendes, that these wicked elites worship. All right, which is the same. It's the same spirit, man. Really, they worship Satan. All this goes back to the worship of Satan and his worship of the left hand side. All right, but he was pretty much doing a ritual around the statue, and then he ended up walking across the street towards us. All right. was no telling who that guy was, man. You know, no telling who he was set up by, who he was sent by. But we knew that, this guy was operating on the left-hand side, man. That's where he's getting his power from. So the Lord was with us that day. Oh yeah, and also as well, you had chariots that were there with us as well, looking down on us, man. And actually, another brother that put up a video, of our camp, called it out. He saw 2 chariots that were behind us. All right, and they swooped down as we were filming. All right. So the Lord sent his angel to encamp about us to protect us, man. All right, and deliver us, man. All right. So I'm gonna go back. 2 Corinthians, the 10th chapter, in the 1st verse. It says, it's like 2 Corinthians, the 10th chapter, and it's further on down. The 4th verse says, "For the weapons of our warfare are not carnal, but mighty through the Most High to the pulling down of strongholds, casting down imaginations and every high thing that exalted itself against the knowledge of the Most High, and bringing into captivity every thought to the obedience of Yahushua." See? So while we're in the midst of the confusion, we're casting down imaginations, man, and every high thing that exalted itself against the knowledge of the Most High. See, everything you see right now is exalting itself against the knowledge of Yahweh Bashim Shai. All right? Because you got certain things, especially folly. Folly is set up against the knowledge of Yahweh Bashim Shai. Wisdom is least sought after in this society, man. All right? So therefore, when we go out, man, we're bringing into captivity every thought to the obedience of Yahweh Shai. Why? Because we're making these devils and the wicked going back into the Bible and prove what we're saying. We're causing the people to go back and to read the Bible. All right. Slack you. Still in transit, but had to get over some few lanes. But yeah, Slakia, as I was saying, yeah, we're causing people to go back into the Bible and read it and see what it says, which either you have the elect that goes into the Bible and it picks up on the knowledge, or you have somebody that's not a part of the elect, who's not of the chosen, and they get lost. All right. So either way, all these people that you see today, they heard of this word one way or another. Either they passed by the men of Yahweh Bashim Shai and just heard the word, slip by their ear. They heard us speak and just kept it moving. Or you might have somebody that's seen the title of a video and saw it and just passed and just kept on scrolling. So the gospel was delivered to him, man. All right. So at that point, when it catches your eye or it catches your ear, now is that responsibility of that person who primarily, or should I say, that person who was specifically an Israelite. Now it's up to him to accept this knowledge or to keep it moving. Either way. But now it's on them because now they heard this word. Now is a duty that's put upon that Israelite to push this word. Why? Because what comes with this knowledge is knowing about your nationality. All right. But that pretty much ends off this video in this lesson. I'm about to